Hello there, everybody. My name is Forced to Reckon, and I always fuck that up. Hello and welcome, everybody. My name is Forced to Reckon, and it's time for a skill check. Hold on, I'm coming. Ah! Sorry. Oh, the new intro is so fast, I barely had time to go grab a drink. Totally out of breath. We're back in the headset. Did some changing. Audio should be a lot better now. I've played with a bunch of settings with the new desktop mic I got. It didn't work. So this week will probably be a little bit shorter because I'm a little bit more organized, and also because I did a complete shift in focus during the week. So I didn't work on any of my comedy stuff. I did talk to actually a lot of my coworkers and stuff. As we were coming up to Thanksgiving, people were talking about Thanksgiving plans, and as usual, hygiene. I say as usual. Now what is usual for me? I am officially on 3 weeks of proper hygiene care, showering every night. Not every, there's 1 day a week I miss, maybe 2 days, but they're I used to go weeks without showering. I'm just gonna I'm a 30-year-old man who would go weeks without showering. That's not an adult thing to do. Video work, we're gonna come back around to that. I'm gonna put that at the bottom of this list. I've got the list up. Writing, nothing done. Sort of. I wrote a script for the video stuff because I had an idea and I did something else with my work time this week. I still really want to do this stuff, but I've got a more short-term goal that I can work towards now that will take up some more of my time, but will hopefully allow me to start putting more money aside. Comedy routines, again, I didn't really do that. I kind of put that to the side. Actually, fun fact, I did give a minor... I say minor. I gave a prototype telling of one of my jokes to a coworker who really found it funny and said, "Hey, look, man, whenever you have your first show, let me know because I'd love to be there for that." So that's good feedback. I think that's pretty good feedback. It's your mommy saying, "I'm a little papa baby now. I don't know why." I'm not that person. I almost made it completely. No kink stuff here. This is wholesome force, being a productive member of society, not a degenerate kinkster. You can go to my streams for that shit at Force2Reckon VODs or at Force2Reckon Gaming, which is the next thing we're gonna get to. We've already talked about everything else except for my video work. So this is where I did my big turn this week. I was thinking about the reason I started doing this. So the reason I started doing this is... Hold on one second. I don't know how much that changes the lighting for you guys, but it changes a lot for me. Footy light? Force brain? What brain? I have a foot problem right now. I mean that quite literally. I stubbed my toe earlier and it hurts really bad. Floor lamp. That's what I'm thinking of. Footy light. Floor lamp. That's what I'm thinking of. Footy light. What the fuck is a footy light? Where was I? Right, video stuff. So I was thinking about why I started this channel, and it's because I want to do things that are more productive with myself so I can make myself more productive in life. And I was like, one of the biggest problems I have right now is money. I can save very slowly with the job that I have. However, it is very slow, and I had some health issues a little while back. I just had a really nasty cold that turned into laryngitis. That also coincided with 2 really nasty ear infections shortly before that. That technically were 4 nasty ear infections, but both my ears got infected at the same time. Stayed infected for about a month and a half, even on antibiotics. Went away. Came back a couple weeks later, had to do another round of antibiotic treatment, eventually did go away and was good. And then about a month after that. So I've been dealing with nonstop health, and that drained all of my savings. So I was thinking, what is something I can do right now with the skills that I have? Because writing is something I want to do that would be great. But that's going to be a long-term thing. Before I can write anything that I'm going to put out to sell to make a good amount of money, it's going to require me do a lot of writing of smaller projects and stuff like that, get my writing chops, get my name working out and out there, and self-publish something, and it's going to be a long time. It's a long-term goal that I'm working towards step by step each week. I'm pausing that step because something I realized I do have a skill in that I have spent years doing off and on that I've gotten really good at, that I didn't realize kind of how good I am at it. Editing. The intro for this channel I mocked up in about 15, 20, 30 minutes. I just Googled a little 3D dice roller, did a chroma key around it, and I did that quickly for myself for free, just to have something. So what I am doing, and let your friends, neighbors, and anybody who might want video editing professional grade video editing done, is I am going to be opening up. I'm looking into platforms now, but the thing I did this week was market research on editing and the kind of like services that editors provide. I am planning on doing freelance editing, video editing on Fiverr or something like that. So there are 2 steps to that. Step 1, do this RimWorld video. I've already got the recorded footage. I'm actually like have created a script. That was the big writing thing I did this week. I actually created a script for like an introductory thing to introduce the scenario and the series and do a bunch of fun stuff. I've got a friend who is working on voicing that out for me. Now I just have like 2.5 hours of footage that I have to go through and pull the pieces together and then expand that script to create a outline of the events of what I recorded. I'm basically going to use that as like a first video staple. I'm going to do my best as if it was like a professional production. I'm going to take a day this week. I'll probably use Friday or Wednesday. I'll probably sit down and just say, okay, here's an 8-hour chunk of the day. I'm going to work 2 hours, 15-20 minute break. 2 hours, half an hour. I'm going to do like a full-on work schedule, put myself in, see what I can get done in like a full work day of just editing that together. Then I will use that as like, here's the first video I'll put up on my games channel. It's purely for the gaming content, and then I'll link that to a Fiverr account or something like that, which I will set up. I don't even expect to get a lot of work from it, but based on the market research I did, with the skills that I have available, I can charge easily $25-50 per hour of work, depending on how complex the work is going to be. The plan is to have like a very basic package that has a bunch of additionals to it. That's like, here's a whole bunch of stuff that I can do, but the basic package is you have a bunch of video footage that you need brought down into one simple video that you can then put your own stuff on top of the way you like it. And then, you know, if you want to add some visual graphics here and there, here's an additional charge per like final footage count. And the goal is to get that set up by the end of the month. So not necessarily by next Monday, but by the like middle of next week. That is the only goal for this week, beyond the hygiene stuff and the talking to people stuff. Anyways, that's going to be it for this week. That's really all. It was just, I got everything I wanted to do done this week except for the writing stuff, because that idea came to me and became such a full force. This is a thing I can start doing right now that in the short term can provide me benefit that will help me in the long term benefit myself hugely. Because I can put all the money I get from that away into savings. So even if I only get like 1 gig an entire month, and that gig is only like $50, that's still an extra $50 that I get for what is essentially going to end up being like probably 3 to 4 hours worth of work at that time. At most. Probably less, to be honest. So thank you guys very much for watching. As always, you guys have been awesome. Stay awesome and have an awesome night. Please share below any of your productivity challenges or successes this week. And until next time, I will see you guys next time. That doesn't make sense. Bye-bye! Hey, Force. Yeah, what? You still don't have an outro for skill check. Oh yeah. Well, what do you gonna do about that? I think I'll just make this the outro, to be honest.